Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Hayden Marchand and right now I'm going to be doing a digital drawing of a girl with blue hair. I'm really good at drawing humans. I mean, in my opinion, it's the only thing I can really draw and be proud of. I'm trying to work on other things though. I've been trying to do that in my sketchbook and trying to understand anatomy. I have an entire notebook, sketchbook, whatever, for just understanding anatomy. And my other sketchbook is my regular sketchbook. And I'm really into astrology, so I painted a galaxy on it. And I really like it because it's not realistic in the slightest, and I just love it so much. It is actually my 9th sketchbook since October 2020, and it is currently August 2021. So if you can believe that, I finished 9 sketchbooks in the span of October to August. That is crazy. But I recently just moved to London, and I really like it here, but I haven't really met anyone, so it kind of sucks. But I have really been doing like commissions, but there's a slight problem with that. I don't have anyone to sell things to. I just think doing commissions would be so much fun, and I would be really happy knowing that people actually want to buy my art. But as I said, I don't really know anyone that wants to buy my art because I just moved really recently, like July 1st. It's crazy that I had like nothing in October, and I built so much art supplies up there since. Like, I have a full box filled with them, and to some people that's a lot, to some people it's not that much, but I'm really proud of how much I was able to collect. Actually, one of my favorite supplies right now is my koi watercolors. My mom got them for me for my birthday, which was just last month, and they are my favorite things in the world. I used Crayola before, and Crayola is okay to use. I mean, it gets things on paper, but my current watercolors are the best. I love them so much. They are my children, you know? It came with 12 colors. Those colors were Chinese white, lemon yellow, permanent yellow deep, vermilion hue, crimson lake, persuasion blue, cobalt blue hue. I have such trouble saying that one. This one I'm gonna have trouble with too. Viridian hue, permanent green pale, yellow ochre, light red, and ivory black. And it's really easy for me to blend colors, and it's been helping me a lot with color theory because it has a warm yellow and a cool yellow, and a warm red and a cool red, and cold blue, warm blue, and warm green and a cool green, and then white and black. And then there's also yellow ochre, which I'm not sure what category to put that in because it is kind of yellow, but it's pretty orangey in my palette. I think I'd have to say my favorite color in this palette is probably the black. And I'm going to say that because in my Crayola watercolors, the black was so light, it could be mistaken for a very light gray. Like very light gray. But for this ivory black, it actually works incredibly well. I feel like the pigment is just incredible. It lays down so well. I'm so happy to have this art supply. My mom also got me a watercolor book with 15 pages. And honestly, it's so thick, you could have fooled me, and you could have said it was 100 pages, and I would have 100% believed you. I have actually been using it a lot because watercolors is probably one of my favorite mediums, but I switch mediums a lot. Yesterday I was just doing acrylic, but today I kind of feel like watercolor, so I might do a watercolor thing. At this point in the drawing, I have purple and green hues and along with yellow. I kept putting purple dots on the face so that I could get the proper dark purple that I really wanted to get. So if you're wondering why I put dark dots on her face, that's why. But the thing I was most proud about in this drawing was the lips, because I can't draw lips for the life of me. So I was super, and I mean super proud of this one. I made this on IBIS Paint. I think that's what it's called. If you couldn't tell by the ads at the bottom. I really didn't feel like cropping it, and I'm still not going to. But, yeah. And by the way, the arrow at the top, I was going to do from the shading, which I didn't end up really doing. But you know what? It's fine. It's kind of shaded, kind of. I'm still trying to get better at understanding where the shadows go. So that's what the anatomy book is for. I have all different types of understanding faces and the body. It's so weird how different the male body is from the women's. And honestly, I thought that it would be easier to draw men, but I have been drawing women the entire time that I've started. And I think I started when I was 11 years old. And at that point, I didn't even bother to draw men. Like, I didn't even try because I knew it was going to be terrible. But I'm getting there. I'm trying to be able to draw more men. But it's kind of hard because I've always drawn really feminine faces. And even when I do draw women with masculine faces, when I try and draw the man with the exact same face, it will still always look feminine. I have such a hard time with making men look masculine. But it's not bad if they look feminine. It's just I want to be able to do a variety. So masculine women, feminine men, masculine men, and feminine women. I just can't do that. And it's so difficult. But also, I can't draw really anything but girls. So I'm trying to kind of step out of my comfort zone. I just learned how to draw clothes, and I think I'm getting pretty good at it. But I want to be able to draw objects and nature and things around me. And I want to understand their shape. So kind of got to do a little bit of research to do that. I didn't think how much research there actually is in art, but there is a ridiculous amount. And there's so much studying. Like, I've studied harder on art than I have for any quiz in my entire life. And when I say I moved to London, I mean London, Ontario. Not London, England. That'd be pretty cool, though. But no, I'm still in Canada. Yeah, honestly, I just can't believe how much work it is to learn art. I thought it'd just be as simple as taking a pencil and just being able to draw it perfectly after time, but it does take practice. It does take understanding of the form, and I really didn't think it would. I thought it would be so much easier than that. I'm honestly trying to expand my mediums. Like, I want to try oil paints, and I want to try crocheting. I can knit, but I can't crochet. I want to try making earrings and rings, because I feel like that'd be so fun. And I want to use oven clay. I don't know what that's called, but I use air dry clay, and I don't like it. Because I've seen Nerdy Crafter do stuff like that. And sorry, I just kind of flipped my phone, so that might have made a really loud noise. But I've saw Nerdy Crafter compare the difference to air dry and used in the oven. And I think I'd much rather use clay that is used in the oven because it just looks so much better. But I love making mushrooms out of whatever clay. It doesn't matter to me. Oh, also, I have always wanted to make stuffed animals, which I think would be pretty easy considering I can sew already. It's actually pretty easy to sew, but I'm trying to get better at trying different stitches too, because I've only really used the running stitch. But yeah, that'd be lovely to try. Actually, I tried painting the famous Van Gogh painting, The Starry Night, and I haven't finished yet. The village just looks too intimidating. I finished everything but the village, and honestly, I wish I would have finished it, because now I just don't have the motivation. And actually, I was being such an idiot, and I didn't color the whole thing and then add the strokes. I individually added all the strokes like that, and I used a tiny, tiny little brush, so that was very difficult. Also, when I showed my mom this video and she saw that I completely colored over my other drawing, she was really freaked out because she doesn't understand the layers thing. But she's there, I promise. I keep bouncing back between there and the actual drawing. I wanted to blur the entire background out so that she would stand out more because, the mountains are also blue, and I wanted her to pop. But her face really does. It does contrast with the blue. But I'm really upset that the blue didn't contrast with the background. But it's okay. I probably should have thought that through. Maybe they made it like red or something, but it's fine as blue. I'm very proud of this drawing. Ultimately, I think I was very successful, considering this is my first digital drawing in like a year or two. I don't know. It's been a while. But yeah, I've never really been into this. I should probably get a stylist. I feel like I'd have more fun with it with the stylist. But I'm also doing this on my iPod, so it's a little hard to get detail. I mean, I could always use my tablet, you know, if I could find the cord for it, but I lose everything, so I'm probably not going to find it. Yeah, but I also realized that the highlights in the eyes were too harsh, but it's a little late to go back now, so. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. And please like and subscribe, and feel free to watch my other videos if you want. So thanks. Bye.